Hello, I, Mrs. Archana Said, Assistant Professor, Computer Engineering Department. Today, I am going to discuss about the join and isAlive methods in Java programming language. So let's begin. Now let's consider this example where there is a class A which extends the inbuilt class thread so that the threads can be created in a class. So three threads are created and the threads are given for the execution by executing start method. Now if you can observe, the sequence here is A1, A2, A3, and the output, if you observe, is A2 followed by A1 followed by A3. So it is up to the selector or the dispatcher of the thread which thread to be executed uh, based on the availability. So if you want to maintain the order of the thread, then the join method is used. So join method in Java allows one thread to wait until another thread completes its execution. It means it waits for the other thread to die or completes its execution. So the join method comes in two variations: join without any parenthesis, and if you want to give a particular time duration, then it will be given in milliseconds. So we'll begin. So here the one line is added in the previous program, that is a1.join. So what it does is a1 has given the for the execution, then a2 and then a3. So in this program what will happen, a2 will not start its execution till a1 finish. So this is how the sequence of thread execution will be maintained. So you can observe the output. A1 dot start, A1 will be executed first, then A2 dot start, A2 will be executed after A1 completes its execution, and then finally A3. So this is how the join method can be used. Let's take one more example. Now if you want to print, let's say, some set of numbers by making use of threads. Now how the join method can be used in that example that we will see. So here T1 is responsible for printing, let's say, 1 to 5 number, and T2 is responsible for printing 11 to 15. And if you do not execute the join method after thread starts, then what will happen, that we will see. So here how the numbers are printed using run method, from start to end the values we are just printing in terms of I start, I equal to start to I equal to end, where the start value is the first parameter and the end value is the second parameter. So let's observe the output. So thread 0 has given the execution for the first iteration. It will print 1. Then the thread dispatcher may select thread 1. It may print all values from the thread 1. Thread 1 will complete its execution, and then the chance will be given to thread 0. So here what is happening, the order is not maintained. So if you want a particular thread to wait until the previous thread completes its execution, then the join method is used, as I stated earlier. So here once T1 has given for the execution, T1.join, so T2 will not start its execution till T1 ends. Again we'll observe the output. So thread 0 has given the chance of execution, so all numbers from 1 to 5 has printed. It has completed its execution, and then thread 1 has started, and finally the main method has completed. So if you want to go as per the sequence uh, in the execution, then the join method is used. Okay, now next we'll see the isAlive method. This method is used to check whether the particular thread is running or it is alive in the memory. So a thread is considered alive when the start method of that particular thread class has been called and the thread is not yet dead. So how we can check whether the thread is in the running state or it is not in the running state? By means of return value of this isAlive method. So if the thread is in running state, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. So how we can cross check this? Let's take this example. Here there is a class uh, in which the one thread has started, and in the run method the thread uh, is in the sleep condition for, let's say, 100 millisecond, meaning what? The thread is in running state. So how we can check? After t1 dot start, just print the return value of isAlive method. So after t1 dot start, it is going to give you true as a value, and before the thread has given for the execution, it will return you false. So when the thread is in the running state or it is in alive state, after the start method for that particular thread is executed. Okay, now next what we can do is, we in the main process, we will execute the sleep method for some time duration greater than that of the uh, thread thread duration, so that we can observe whether the thread is alive or it is dead. So after 200 milliseconds, again we will check whether the thread is in the active state or not. Now thread has completed its execution because only the simple print statement we have executed, and thread is running, let's say, for 100 or 101 millisecond. So after 100 plus 200, obviously thread is in the dead state, but how we can check it? By executing isAlive method. So here it is going to give you false as a value. So let's observe the output. Before t1 dot start, the value of isAlive is false. After t1 dot start, the value of isAlive is true. Once the t1 dot start has executed, it will in turn execute the run method. Thread is in executing, and after some delay we have again printed the value of isAlive. It is showing false as a value. So if you want to check whether the particular process, particular thread is running, it is in live state or not, isAlive method is used. Thank you.